fourth annual Duke Conference on PAs that was in April of 1972. They announced, we're not going to host these anymore. And so a group of us got together, sat around a table and said, yes, we have all kinds of common interests. We must start an organization. So we called ourselves the Association of PA Programs.
What was going on at the time I became president was a tremendous growth in the number of PA programs. And we reached the 100 program mark during that time.
The association had a much more manageable number of programs nationwide at that time. I think there were around 140 or so when I was president. And I miss that small feeling of an organization in which we were all so connected, even though we're doing such amazing things as a much larger organization now.
So there was an increased popularity in the profession, a number of new programs developing, and a number of applicants. And so PA education was moving towards a more centralized application process.
The country went into this rapid shutdown because of COVID. So we as an organization had to figure out, how do we help our members move forward? At the same time, in the midst of all of this, the country came to this awakening around racism and systemic racism.
It's not just that we were working in healthcare. We have, if you meet PAs and NPs, especially educators and leaders, they've got some really good stories to tell about how they took some unfamiliar and often scary steps to get us where we are.
I think the highlight of my presidency is honestly the same answer that you would get from all of the other past presidents. It was the people. It was meeting and interacting with PA faculty from across the country.
The highlight is really that our ability to use technology, that ability was really important, and that to continue to build that infrastructure for the organization, which is where it began.
With a half a dozen programs when we first met, to think that there are nearly 300 accredited programs now with more than 150,000 PA graduates out there all across the country.
So many of us became faculty because PAEA provided that instruction for us, that guidance, teaching us how to teach. PAEAs paved the way for clinicians becoming faculty members.
PAEA has to make sure that the education arm of our profession is really influential in helping us determine what direction to go and how we should get there.
We like to see ourselves as innovators, and I think we do a really good job with that.
I would encourage PA faculty coming on board to really understand where we came from and our rich military heritage.
Jump in, the water's fine. It's a great field to be in because teaching young, bright students is a very rewarding experience.
I am most proud of its commitment to diversifying the profession. In the last several years, they have really taken on a number of initiatives to increase the representation of the profession.
I'm really proud of our ability to meet the needs of our members, but and constantly reinvent ourselves.
So I think there's nowhere else to go but up for PAEA, for PA faculty, for their students, and ultimately for their patients.